Just a moment. So welcome to participants at home and welcome to my lovely real life people here. Just make sure you can figure it out. As we begin our practice today, let's start by trying to drop into our mat, to let go of what came before and what might follow practice today. Take a few long inhales through the nose and a few huge sighs out the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, filling up all sides of the rib cage. And exhaling through the mouth, empty. 2 more times at your own time in case. Maybe trying to take that little extra sip of air at the top to really fill up. Last time. If thoughts come up while we're practicing, you would be human. Try to come back to the breath, to give you a little space and a little time. Just focus on you. On your next inhale, reach your arms by your ears, stretch very long. So fingertips, it's a full body yawn. Fingertips are touching one wall, toes are touching the other. There we go, big body stretch. Take another full breath in, and then let it go, side out, let the muscles be soft. More time, filling right up. Can you make yourself a little taller this time? Reaching, and then melt. Let it go. On your next breath, draw your knees towards your chest, wrap your hands around your shins. Full body hug there, very nice. Maybe rock side to side, walk forward and back. Circles. I get the joy of guiding your practice, but remember that you always know best. Plant the feet on the mat. Take the right arm by the ears if you're reaching the wall again, right arm by the ear. And roll gently to your right side body. Resting for a few breaths in fetal position. Just rest on your side. You can always rest your arm on your bicep, your arm on your biceps, your ear on your biceps. Now your back side of the rib cage is available. Take another big breath. Fill up. And let it go. At your own pace, push into your left hand, bring yourself around. Find yourself in child's pose at the back end of your mat, so further from me. Consider stacking your hands, placing your third eye on them in child's pose, or on the mat. Soften through the hips. Open the jaw. On your next breath, take your hands, walk them over to the left side of the mat, lengthening up the right side of the body. Maybe tacking one hand on top of the other and drawing the hips, keeping them attached to the mat. Sink. When you feel ready, simply reverse that, walk to the other side, waking up the side of the body, relax the obliques, keep the hips sinking back, drop the forehead. On your next breath, walk your hands to the middle of the mat. Extend them long as if you're trying to rip the short edge of the mat towards you. And then pull yourself gently into tabletop. Knees under hips. Hands under shoulders, fingers really spread to support you. Tuck toes under and just keep the knees off the mat for 3 breaths. So your knees are just floating a little bit above the mat. For 3, and 2, and rest. Let's try that one more time. Pushing with the hand, waking up the abdominals. Knees come off the mat. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Tops of the feet back down on the mat. A few cat-cows, waking up the spine. Inhale as you drop the belly and lift the chest. Big breath in, fill up. And then soften and push away as you exhale. Two more times, pushing forward and through a little bit, maybe bringing your heart ahead of your hands. Fill up. And then wave back, push away. And last time, drawing through, lifting up, shoulders away from the ears. And round. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck those toes under again. Gently push up, downward facing dog. Maybe pedal the feet, spread the hands more. Playing with the length of the dog. Maybe you need to step back or step a little closer. The heels never need to touch. Pedal. Gently turn the thighs inwards. There's a little inward rotation of the thighs, the hips. And a little bit of external rotation in the shoulders. On your next breath, look ahead. Simply walk, tiptoe to the top. Plant the feet very soft as you exhale in soft forward fold. Hands can dangle by the side body, or you can reach for elbows. I like to sway sometimes, do what feels good to you. On your inhale, slide your hands to your shins or thighs for a halfway lift, long spine. And exhale, soften forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, shoulders back. Exhale, soften and fold. Last time. Fold. This time, pushing into the feet, rise all the way up with a big inhale. Hands come together. Exhale. Mountain. Have a lovely practice, everyone. Use it. On our next breath, just reach up. I love the sun coming in the window. Reach up, interlace the fingers, release the index fingers to the sky, standing half moon, long through the side body. Exhale, tipping over to one side. It doesn't matter which one. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, maybe tip a bit more. Hold the breath. Rising back up through center. Soften the elbows, maybe change the grip to the non-dominant grip. Release index fingers, nice. Lengthen, and then tip to the other side. Lengthen, and then deepen. Rising all the way back to center. Let's release our arms to shoulder height. Step our feet a little bit apart. Setting up for chair, Utkatasana. Sit your hips down and back. So you've got weight in those heels. You can almost take the toes up and then spread them and put them back down. Stay for 3 breaths. Maybe a little deeper. Excellent. On your next breath, we're going to rise all the way up to a stand, waking up our feet, coming up on the toes. That's great. Strong, straight ankles. Soften the heels. Soften the arms. Beautifully done, guys. A few sun A's, which are really simple flows, waking up the spine, the abdominals. Big breath in. Exhale, softly fold. Inhale, lengthen. Plant the hands, step back, get your own time to high plank. You can always be on your knees, guys. You do not have to be on your toes. Oops. From here, we're going to lower all the way to our belly. Beautiful. Keep the hands at the top of the rib cage. 3 cobras, gently pushing into the tops of the feet. Peel the chest away from the mat. Look ahead of you. Exhale and release. Inhale, waving through the spine. Peel the chest away. Maybe coming higher this time, maybe not. And release. And last time, finding your level. It doesn't have to be high. Maybe this time make it more active by releasing the hands. And then placing them back down. Terrific. Tucking your toes under, pushing through tabletop. Exhale, find your second down dog. Pause for a breath. Looking forward, walk, step. Find that nice soft ragdoll hold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and as we fold, we're going to rise all the way up to the top. Big inhale, like last time. Palm together to your heartbeat. Beautiful. From there, right away, big breath in. You might bring your feet together, your choice. Exhale, fold forward. You can swan dive or come through the middle of the hands, doesn't matter. Inhale, lift. Step back to high plank. Pause. For knees or toes, chaturanga, so that's coming about halfway down. Pushing your chest through the hands, lifting up for cobra or up dog. All good versions. Exhale, downward facing dog, and pause. Down dog is supposed to be a recovery pose. If it doesn't feel that way to you, you can always go to child's pose, Balasana. Looking ahead, same thing, walk to the top, feet side by side, soft fold, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and rise all the way up. Push those feet. Maybe you can get a little taller this time. Reach the sky. Heart centered. Beautiful. One more time. Big breath in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Knees or toes. Chaturanga, lower slowly, elbows pointing behind you. Gently push your heart through the hands as you lift up. Very nice. Exhale, downward facing dog, pause. Looking ahead of you, walk, step, tiptoe. We're going to get up there again. This time, as soon as we get to that soft hold, we're going to sit our hips back and down again for chair. This time our arms are going to come by our ears. Utkatasana, big breath. Let's stay for 2 breaths. And then exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold and rise all the way up. Always hands through heart center. Mountain. From here, we're going to pour our weight into our right leg. Hands come on hips. A little tiny bit of balance here. We're going to lift our left knee to get height. Nope, right. This is good.
I always have to be on the wall last time.
Would you like to go near the wall? It's all good. Do you want me to bring?
No, it's okay. Or we're going to be.
I can bring. Just 1 sec. I can bring the mat over there for you. The wall is great. There we go. Give me 1 second here. Okay, you probably want it sideways to the wall. All right. Okay, all good. You might want it sideways to the wall. You can turn facing me. So coming back, put a little weight. You can always hold the wall and lift the knee to hip height. There we go. And on your next breath, step back. Nice generous step back. Square the hips up. That's perfect. As if you were standing on train tracks, okay? So then tuck the glutes under a little bit. I'm going to do a high lunge with a big breath here. From here, we're going to do 3 circles with our arms, going from high lunge to runner's lunge. You can always keep your hand on the wall, all good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, hinge, and pause. Inhale, lengthen up. Very nice, everyone. And those arms come big circles back. Hinge forward, runner's lunge. Inhale up, so nice. Arms circle back, runner's lunge. Last time, pause. Beautiful. Gently bend the knees, put the hands down. We're going to step back to our plank again from knees or toes. I like working from my knees. Terrific, terrific. Exhale, chaturanga. It's your own time, make it your own. Inhale, cobra or dog. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog and pause. Nicely done, that was challenging. Looking ahead of you, walk, step, tiptoe. You know where we're going to go again. That darn chair, when we get there, sit back and down. Just great for our quads. Very nice. Long sides of the body. Fingertips like lightning bolts. Exhale, we fold. Inhale halfway. And then we fold and rise all the way as we've been doing through practice to the top, pushing palm to palm. Beautiful. Pouring our weight into our left foot now. This is the time to grab the wall if you like. Lift the other knee to hip height. Stay for a breath. And slow down. That takes a lot of focus. And then gently stepping back as if you were on train tracks as opposed to a tiger. Tuck that back hip under. Go high on the back foot. And reach up. Oh, maybe a little back bend if your back is feeling ready for that. Here come those 3 big circles. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, moving into runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Great back and core strengthening. Exhale, runner's lunge. And pause. Placing the hands down. This time I'm going to pop the feet together. From here, I'm going to bend my knees a whole lot. Taking my index finger, really bend the knees so you're going to squat. Reach to grab those toes with your peace fingers and thumb. And gently pull up. As you pull up, you sort of try to straighten the backs of those legs. And you definitely dangle the head. So sit as if we're doing a little squat. And then as you exhale, pull up a little bit. So it's a bit more active forward fold. You can't reach the toes, it doesn't matter, just sit back. And then exhale and try to straighten those legs a bit. Release the grip on the toes, give me a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Taking everything good, hands to heart center. Great. We're just going to build on that last little series we did. So pouring again into, which leg did we do first? Pouring into, I've forgotten, I apologize. Pouring into your left leg first. Lift the right knee to hip height. We'll do both. When you're ready, gently step back. Find that high lunge again. Again, train tracks. Reach up. We're going to turn and open into warrior 2. So left foot forward, that's good. You got it. Do you want me to switch your mat for you along the wall? It's okay. Arms soft, shoulders soft, left foot forward. Beautiful. Still gaze, soften the shoulders and breathe. You got it. That's all there is to it. On your next breath, let's tip it back into exalted warrior. So your gaze can be up, if that feels good to your neck, or down at your back foot. Keep that good lunge. One more breath. Coming back through warrior 2. We're going to flip the front hand, your left hand. Follow it as long as you can until you have to angle into extended. So you have to hinge, pressing the left arm and the left thigh, opening up. So this is a big twist when we show our armpit to the sky. And we encourage the twist with this arm on the inner thigh. One more breath. That looks great, everyone. Coming back up. We're just going to cartwheel our arms down, frame the front foot, push, step back, find yourself on knees or toes, high plank. Lower slowly, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or dog, your choice. They're both good. Exhale, Downward facing dog and pause. Looking heavy on the mat, walk, step, tiptoe to the top. Lots of patterns we build in yoga. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway there. Fold and rise all the way back up. Oh. Hopefully each time your spine feels a little more open. I don't know. Hands coming through heart center. Down to hands on hips, pouring into your other foot. So into your right foot. Lift your left knee to hip height. Pause. And gently, slowly step back. Find your version of high lunge, tucking the back hip under. Arms can be here. If you feel more comfortable, you can be here. Breath. One more breath. Here's your chance to deepen the lunge or maybe baby back bend. On your next breath, simply open up into warrior two. So it's a bit of a longer lunge. Back foot lines up with the mat, very nice. Soft gaze over that right hand. Another breath. On your next breath, simply tip back, exalt your warrior, keeping the lunge in the front leg. This is a lovely opener for the muscles in the front and back side of your body. Back to warrior two. Flip the palm as if you're trying to follow it forward until you have to tip sideways, gently resting the right arm inside the thigh. And twisting, encouraging the twist with that lower arm. Breathe, it's so important. Rising all the way back up to warrior two. Little change this time. Turn all 10 toes to the side of your mat. You may want to shorten your stance. You may want to turn your toes a little bit. Hands are on hips with a very long spine. And a big exhale, we're going to slowly forward fold. Always remembering a knee bend is fine. When you're ready, release the hands towards the mat. Beautiful. Stay right there. I should have given you guys blocks for this if you wanted. You can always reach for a block. It's all good. There you go. I should have given you one sooner. My apologies. Block just makes your arms a little longer. I'd like to make my legs a little longer. And let the head dangle, sway side to side. Stick out the tongue, do whatever you need. When you're ready, walk your hands towards your right foot, turn all toes to the top of the mat, and tap the back knee down into low lunge. Take the hands inside that right leg, so the here and block is great. Just stay for 3 breaths right here. Or if you want more, walk the foot to the edge, come down onto the elbow for dessert. Find your version. Both are great hip openers. Just breathe. One more breath. Walk that foot if you've walked it out to the side. We're just going to tip back a little bit, straightening that front right leg. Hand can be on the block there, on the mat. With your chin lifted, fold forward. Everyone's going to land in a different place. Wherever you land, it's good. It's great. Big breath. That's a half split you're doing there. And coming back to our forward lunge, clench your hands on the mat, tuck the back toes under, just bring yourself up and soft forward fold, let it go, guys. Sway side to side, there's a lot of work there. Just let it go. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale and rise all the way up. Gotta get into our low lunge on the other side, then lunge for our mat. Let's sit our hips a bit down and back before we get there. Sit low for prayer. Feet can be together or slightly apart. Push palm to palm. On your next breath, take your right elbow, slide it outside your left leg. Palms can stay like this or like this. Just a lot of knee bend in that one. That's it. You've got it. I'm resting one hand on my tailbone and one on my thigh. That feels better to me, but palm to palm is good, whatever works for you. And then back through center, and we're just going to switch. Next breath, other side. So you put the palms together, lift the chest, and twist. One hand here, all good. And back to center. Take it all the way up to a stand. Reach up as we've been doing. And let the arms fall. Shake it out. Beautiful. One more little half series, and then we're going to get on our mats. Big breath up. Okay, exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Step back, big generous step back with your right foot, tap the right knee down. You gotta get that low lunge in. So stay here using the block, or heel till the foot a little bit out on the mat. Find your version. Hands come inside that thigh. Stay upright, or if it's available, down on your elbows. Big breaths. Feel that breath. Always come back to the breath. When you feel ready, gently push into the hands. You can go into your forearms. Walk that foot, heel toe it back to the middle, and then just shift your hips back. Trying to straighten this front leg. You never need to straighten it. Looking for that foot. Half splits, half honeymoon. And then let it go. Soften the head and neck to palm. Really important stretch for all the sitting that we do. And when you're ready, I'm just going to take that leg, swing it around, and find myself seated. Any position, comfortable, feet at the top of the mat. Sitting up nice and tall, stack pose, just move. Arms come up by the ears. Now we're hoping the hands can always be under here if that doesn't feel right. If you need some support for the calf, exhale, exhale, slowly forward fold. Now you might want to walk your hands down. So this is just a double version of what we just did. See the forward fold. Great time to stick out the tongue. If you feel ready, push it into those hands, sit yourself up. We're going to plant our feet on the mat. Going to roll slowly onto our back. You need to put your hands down for support. All good. Slower than you think you can. Let's bend the knees as we go. Just easier on the low back. All the way down. Join brief Shavasana or an extended one if you feel like staying here till the end of practice. It's your time, please go ahead. On your next breath, take your feet, put them as if they were standing on the ceiling, so in an L position for the legs. Go back on the ground. Tiny bit of core work here. You can always keep a gentle bend in the knee. Exhale, lower a third. Exhale, another third. When you feel your abs switch on, wherever that is, hands down or cradle my head and under the feet for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, nicely done. 2, 1. Hug those knees, wrap your arms around your shins. Yourself a little big break, maybe rock and roll, stretch your glutes. Keep your hands wrapped around your right shin, extend your left leg along the mat, give it a big hug, big exhale, root your knee. I'm drawing with my strong biceps, my right leg, my right armpit. Planting the left foot on the mat. Take that right leg, cross it up and over for figure 4. Stay right here if this feels like enough sensation, or reach through. Draw back that thigh towards your torso. Gently plant that left foot. We're switching it up. Right leg long on the mat. Left leg comes towards your left armpit. So you give a big exhale as you hug it. Let the right foot on the mat. Left leg crosses over for figure 4 or thread the needle. You can stay here. Maybe gently push away on that inner thigh or reach through the space you made. It's all good. On your version. Plant that right foot. Plant the left foot beside it, coming so close to the end of our practice. Setting up for bridge. You're very welcome to make it passive. So just lifting up the hips. You can slide a block under your tailbone if you want. Or if you want a little more, draw those shoulder blades together. Maybe lace the fingers. 3 breaths. Just reversing what we've done. Interlace the hands, separate them. Shoulders. Back to the mat. Maybe windshield wiper the legs. Do that. Feels good in your body. Take the base of the feet. Put them together for reclined wobblers. Take one hand to my chest, one hand to my belly. Just notice the breathing. Finishing with a simple spine twist. If you have any spine twist you prefer, you can do it, whatever that is. I'm going to plant my feet, slide my hips a little bit to the right, and let my knees fall to the left. Arms open, maybe a big T or a cactus. Knees can be anywhere. Knees get back through center. Take the hips a little bit to the left. And knees fall to the right. Opposite way. Perhaps close your eyes. Moving back through center. Last time, almost as we started, wrap your hands around your shins. This time, take the shoulders up the mat. Give yourself a great big hug. Extending the legs long on the mat, maybe at the outer edges. Or if there's another recovery pose that you like, you do not have to do Shavasana. I suggest you try to stay for 10 breaths. Nothing forced, just let them be. you so much for letting me guide your practice. I wish you a lovely, peaceful evening. Namaste.